Hey killers, I got another Exodus blade here. Show you how I hold this. Start with it, hold my fingers here to hold it nice and square together. And loosen it about half a turn so I can create that gap. And I've got a obviously used Exodus blade here. So I stick it in there and I hold it just like that. Square it up. Snug it a little bit. That looks about right. Snug it a little more so it doesn't move around. Let's mark that blade. Interesting, I can see the heat tempering. All right, there we go. So let's try this one. Whoops, I need to go back to 400 grit. 400 grit. Pick a new spot. Just a couple swipes. You can see it's heavy on that side. Okay, so it's heavy on that side and that side, which matches. So I need to move it just a little bit. I think you can see what I mean by heavy. It's sanding heavier on one side than the other, so it's not quite square. So I'm going to loosen it just a little bit. Pull, oops. Get the tip of the blade extended a little more. Let's try that again. That looks even. And that looks even. I've done this a few times, so it's not always quite that easy to get it perfect, but that looks pretty good. So I'm going to tighten it down a little bit. Again, I like to hold it just like that. So it's snug enough it won't move right now, but I'm going to give it a 1/8 of a turn, and that's tight. That's about maybe 15% of my strength, 20%. It's super tight. So let's start with a sequence from 10, descending down to 1. Eight. 7. 7. 6. Get a new spot. 5. Start getting a little more careful now, more precise. 1,000 grit. I think I did 9. Seven. In a new spot. I think flipping it's actually the hardest part of all this, because you don't want to bang the edge when you flip it. Again, I'll be more careful now. Super light on the 1000 grit. Alright, let's just do single swipes like that. And raising the front edge by balancing over the axle. Super light. On the 1000 grit finishing, I'm going almost as light as I can here. Just barely. Just pulls. Alright, that's got to be sharp. Let's try it out. Not much hair left on my arm. Try it wet. Yep, I'd say that works. Let's try it dry. Yep. Look at that. Super duper sharp. That one is done and ready to hunt. Take it out. I don't mind leaving those little marks on there. Tells me I've sharpened it. Sometimes what I do too is I'll just color it in a little bit, so I know it's ready to go.